Thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great
Jalen Ramsey and Richard
between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be taken in at the 1.
The only time I ever played.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Yeah, he in this shit right here.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Carl Lawson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 20. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Covered a lot of ground there. 81 yards on the punt return. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bullet good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
I'm going to hold it like a flag.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Like that. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Jackson, and now he'll tuck it and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good... Because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Coleman pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Ready. 52 to the mic. Exit.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a first down following a gain of 3. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson flush to his right. Completes it to Miller. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Coleman. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. Jackson, option right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 15-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
From the gun, it's a run for England. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a second and just 3.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll just get back to the line
hold
of scrimmage,
in.
if that.
My God.
The flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll run it on the toss.
What the fuck is that? What's this shirt in this slow ass?
He goes down right there. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
I ain't throwing this ball unless I got to.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they face a difficult 3rd and 12 coming up. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense.
Yeah, damn.
And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
They just keep calling every time out. Like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah. Put that over there. We got Nick Bosa covered.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And the catch good, it's Eifert. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down.
I can go for it. Oh, alright.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And this is incomplete.
I don't give a
What
fuck.
a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out.
He
And
ran
this defense will take over
that little
right
cover
at
3,
midfield.
bear 3 shit.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's complete. Stones. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Oh yeah, this nigga just ran some
Kenny
fucking
Stills,
invert beater shit.
50 yards. And the Texans have taken
Yeah, I know what it is. It's called invert V.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because
I don't
once he
give a
took
fuck. I'm
off,
playing my game.
I mean, let's face it,
You know what I'm
that
saying?
should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that.
Ah, damn. That nigga sent a blitz,
First down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Check 41. 65. 65. 41. Small.
Dalton here from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards on the play, first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears. Hatchet. Bristol, travel. Here you go, 368. Hey, exit. Hey, 4-1's Mike. Come on. You better bring it.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
It's going to be a long game, man.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. 2-by-2. Move. Motion.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
Nigga. What the fuck is you doing?
Check right.
Yeah, man, I sent. Oh, okay. No, all right.
Let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here.
Throwing again. Dalton. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back.
This nigga.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
44.
From the 41, Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Regular. 368. Hey, Haywood.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Coleman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Play action. It's Jackson. Going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Taken in at the 22. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Watch safety creep. Hey, 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 hey. Safety's creeping.
Gonna give this time to the tailback.
God
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop.
Nigga got the motherfucking shitter. I'm gonna keep one on the ball. Let this clock run out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. So it's on to halftime in this AFC
Who get the
divisional
ball? Me? I
round
think I get the ball.
matchup. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
What the
We'll see
fuck?
if they can pick it up. And just no chance of turning
God
the corner.
damn.
They can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I don't got nothing else to run, man.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Say. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, I got him. That's me. Regular. Hey, box truck.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. It's complete to Snead.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Regular. Watching your mind. Check pass. Hey, Delta. Mike, 55. Check, 54. 5-6.
Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the
Had
second
that
half
shit,
now.
man.
This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Throw it to.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Five down. Stand up there. He's coming. We got double. Hey. He go 368. Hey, wahoo. He's coming to you.
Bitch. Fuck.
So that'll back him up 5.
Oh, man.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say,
Still
you know,
took that
sometimes
bitch
it's
on the
not really
Twitter
about
house.
those
That
X's
shit
and O's
crazy.
we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Ready up. Mike, 57. Watch the run. Check. Crunch.
Jackson on 1st down. And Stills bringing it in. A big one there for the Texans, 18
Yo,
yards.
he ran a bunch of trails. Excuse me.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Dalton sets up play action. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And an alley to run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is up to 18 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Motion, motion, motion. Reset. 2 by 2. Move.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Silver, silver. 41 Mike.
And Dalton to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the
He
ground.
came and got me, dude.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Fight for my life out here, man. This shit crazy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And an alley to run. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big gain there on 3rd and long. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
Now a handoff here to his
Oh,
running
this
back.
nigga got something
And after
else.
the
Fucking
good
these
game last
niggas
play, this
is
time
like
they say,
fuck
as
off
he's
the
gonna
line,
step behind the line of
like
scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
At the Texans' 24-yard line.
Mike,
Hands up. Lead.
fine. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Kill, kill, kill.
Here we go. Can.
Here we go.
Side.
Check.
On 2nd and 12, Dalton. Snead's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one,
What?
a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Hey.
Check three.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 3, 68.
2nd and 4.
61. Match box lights.
On 2nd down at 4, Dalton. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Play action. Now Jackson. Safarian Jenkins has it. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 41, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead?
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory.
Hey.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it?
God damn.
This one in for a Texans touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game. These days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Here you go, Cam.
From the 30 on second down, Dalton under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton now to pass. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And got his man complete. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7.
They don't want to be too fucking fast for listening. I mean, John Ross too fast for
Typically,
Jalen.
we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 35 on second down, Dalton is going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Let's put that team on the hook.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
368. Central West. 368.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. In your face.
Go.
55. Mike, 55.
The first down throw coming for Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know how to...
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
We're going to talk the field.
To throw again is Jackson. Going up top for Miller.
That nigga got the shit out of me, cuz. God damn.
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short
They
little
gonna fucking
passes
my
may
ass
work
up, man.
in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as
Hey,
good
what
as
the
running the
fuck?
football. They try to throw on second
Right.
down, but this one is incomplete.
Try to get the OC
He was
in
looking
there.
to
He
get
was
it to
like,
his running back, Lamar Miller. But now it's
nigga,
third
what I
down.
done. Fuck out
This
of here.
offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson. And he's got Miller. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on
I don't
EA
got time to
Sports.
be watching this nigga, man.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come
Oh,
in
he got
for
that
the
shit on
stop.
conservative,
It'll
so
be a
his
pickup
mind
of
don't
5 on the
fumble.
keeper. It's 2nd
Ah,
down.
he's smart, man.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he gets into
man.
the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans push further out in front.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little
This
bit
shit over,
better
bro.
as they
Set the
continue
clock.
to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Last time I played this nigga in the playoffs, this nigga was being petty as shit. The nigga called timeout. After that, that nigga scored again. I'm like, oh nah. Niggas be OC.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
With this every year, you know what I mean? Just stick to your word, stick to your guns. We're just on a rebuilding year, et cetera, whatever the case may be, whatever your word was, please stick to it. For those who believed in us, the faithful, continue to believe in us, continue.
Joe Mixon did his thing. Hey, Joe Mixon. I hope that nigga be a superstar next year. This broadcast is over. GBG out.